On July 22, 2011, in a ceremony at the URI Graduate School of Oceanography, NOAA Administrator Jane Lubchenco joined Rhode Island Governor Lincoln Chafee to formally sign the NOAA adoption of the Ocean SAMP. Both Lubchenco and Chafee proudly recognized the Ocean SAMP as the first of its kind in the nation, and Lubchenco reaffirmed the idea that it would serve as a model for the U.S. effort towards ocean management and function as a valuable tool for future state projects nationwide, many of which were already underway. The Ocean SAMP, as it's known, is a marine spatial planning document that maps the state's offshore ocean waters and surrounding federal waters, 1,500 square miles in total, almost as big as the state itself. The Ocean SAMP research team looked at issues ranging from ocean geology to avian and marine mammal habitats to commerce and transportation and to all aspects of the fishing industry. It also examined the historical and cultural aspects of the 1,500-mile area, and it looked into the future to projected impacts of climate change and global warming. Malcolm Spaulding, a URI professor and founder of Applied Science Associates, was an advisor to the Ocean SAMP management team.
The repository of the most up-to-date, detailed, and in-depth information about the issues that we would face as part of this Ocean SAMP were at the University of Rhode Island. Unlike many other organizations that might have some input on one issue or the other, could cover all of the issues, and we had expertise in every single one of the major areas, and we had a strong vested interest. In addition to us having a science interest and an interest in our professional development, we also each individually had an interest in what goes on in Rhode Island coastal waters because we're residents of the state or nearby areas.
Perhaps the most critical and certainly the most dynamic element of the Ocean SAMP process was the stakeholder group. A wide range of Rhode Islanders and various out-of-state professionals and agency representatives formed the core stakeholder group, and topic-specific advisory groups of experts were spun off of the main body to provide deeper analysis of important aspects of the plan. They also answered any and all questions and accepted comments from often very concerned and enthusiastic participants. The Rhode Island Saltwater Anglers Association also took part in the stakeholder process through Steve Medeiros and Rich Hittinger.
One of the concerns that we had was that a large amount of the data available to the people that were writing the SAMP was for commercial fisheries, and they really don't have a good organized data set for recreational fishing and what the impact is, and we started to see that the SAMP was being written with a very strong emphasis on commercial fishing, and we brought that to the attention of the people writing those sections, and they sat down with us to get information on recreational fishing.
Grover Fugate, the executive director of the Coastal Resources Management Council, was the project leader and chief liaison to government agencies as the Ocean SAMP compiled data that would impact development in both state and federal waters in an effort to provide consistency for future proposed projects.
What we did very early from the planning phase of this project was reach out to federal partners that are involved, particularly within the regulatory side of wind energy, which is both the Army Corps of Engineers and the Department of Interior. Rhode Island has taken a leadership position now on this and is being recognized at the federal level for this. The SAMP is just the beginning for us. It's going to be a lot of management initiatives that will be taken off from this plan now to look at all sorts of issues, everything from fisheries to renewable energy, to climate change, to new uses, to historical resources in the ocean environment. There's any number of areas that this provides a platform for us to take off on now.
One of those on the front burner is a pilot project for wind turbines off the coast of Block Island and a follow-on 100-plus commercial-sized wind farm envisioned for federal waters that would help Rhode Island meet its goal of using 15% wind energy. The Ocean SAMP still needs to be tested on the battleground of actual implementation. As this hands-on effort moves forward, it has the support of both the state and federal governments. Working from the foundation laid by its years of research and experience in the special area management technique, the Ocean SAMP will test tools that will be directly applied to the marine planning and management process. These are the innovative strategies that are being shared with other state, regional, and national practitioners who will be working on projects like the Ocean SAMP through training sessions that have already been conducted in Rhode Island and will continue in the future. The Ocean SAMP team is committed to providing their lessons learned as broadly and frequently as possible to keep up the momentum for this process throughout the country. Jennifer McCann of the URI Coastal Resources Center and Rhode Island Sea Grant was co-leader of the Ocean SAMP project, and she will be working to help other states and nations understand and adopt this new approach in the future.
The purpose of the Ocean SAMP was to really look at this area as one ecosystem, to understand what the resources, what was happening, who was using these resources, both the natural resources, the wildlife, as well as the people of Rhode Island, and recognize the value of this place. And it was very exciting for everyone to see how this new science, the new research, new information that we learned about from the Ocean SAMP was then incorporated into policy, and is what we see now with the Ocean SAMP document.
The work of the Ocean SAMP team has been described as the most serious, yet the most exciting project people have ever been involved in. The official adoption and beginning of the implementation will be closely watched worldwide. The Ocean SAMP opens the door to a future where the priority uses of ocean waters can be projected in a way that balances economics and the environment, science and society. It will be a difficult road, but finally there is a map.